Just asking actually about the other supernatural creatures and stuff. Well, the were-terrier.
Yes.
But there's no were-terrier, but will there be other supernatural?
No, in fact, there will be no supernatural. I know that sounds weird. There's no supernatural on our zombie show. But even, and this, here's the thing. Diane wins every battle about zombies that we have, every debate, because she cares. I know this is such a funny phrase. She cares more about zombies. She is, without a doubt, the bigger zombie fan, and I like zombies. 8 years ago, I developed a whole zombie apocalypse show. I had spent 6 weeks on it. I was about to take it in to every network to pitch it and headline in the trades. Frank Darabont sells Walking Dead to AMC, and it killed my project. So I tried to do zombies a long time ago, but even then, as in now, the only zombie battle I won was I like fake science zombies as opposed to supernatural zombies. It's just my preference. I'm like, my favorite zombie movies, well, unless you count Zombieland, which I love, but are like 28 Days Later, 28 Weeks Later, that virus-induced rage. For whatever reason, I buy that more than I buy the supernatural Curse of the Mummies type zombies, and that is just a strictly personal preference on that. And Diane may have been saying this, but because other shows, in particular, True Blood was already doing a monster universe to have the were-terrier and the ghost and it felt like it would push us into that territory, and we wanted to be the one show with a zombie you like in it. Like that was the mission statement.
Well, going back to the comics, you have some really cool opening titles that are based on Michael Allred's work.
Right.
Can you talk about that and the decision to go with that?
Yeah. We so enjoyed the comic. When the look of the comic we adored, and it felt like a way to infuse the show with it. I mean, when it was pitched to me, this wasn't a property that I found and said I have to do this. This was the head of development at Warner Brothers coming to me, and she didn't pitch it as, Rob, we need the next great zombie show. She pitched it to me as, we need the next kick-ass female lead on the CW, we need the next Buffy, we need the next Veronica Mars, and then she sort of, flips over the comic book and says, and this is our girl. And it has that great Michael Allred front cover with her half zombie, and so much of what I immediately liked about it was that look, was that, just that, and we went after, we wanted her to look like this zombie in the comic book, and so doing the main titles, we've changed so much about the show. We wanted to keep in the comic book we've changed so much from the comic book in the show that we wanted to still show that, that we were inspired by it and that we loved the source material, and it felt like a great way. And then I can't even tell you how pleased I was. A friend of mine sent me that our theme song comes from a defunct New Orleans band, and a friend had sent me that album years and years ago, and when I thought of that song with that art, I was so excited, and it turned out just, I look forward to our main titles every time. I'm so pleased with how those came out.
We proposed to Kamul that maybe perhaps he might want to try some experimentation, maybe like cutting off a finger to see if it regenerates. And we then found out that Blaine might be on his table soon. So are you guys going to be playing around with that stuff?
Let's see, cutting off. Well, there's certainly, Ravi, it's going on bit by bit. We try to keep it alive. We may not touch on it in every episode, but Ravi is continually experimenting with trying to find a cure. It's always playing in the background of scenes. May not be in every episode, but it's close. We're always And the funniest thing this year is we've had fun with brown rats versus white rats and turning them, white rats are zombie rats and turning them back and forth. And Raul, who plays Ravi, we did not know this when we wrote it, but is deathly afraid of rats. And so, I mean, it is a phobia. It would be like me handling tarantulas or something. The best acting he did all year is when he's got rats in his hand. So think about that as you're watching that these terrifying. Rose will have the rats running all over her body. She doesn't care. Raul is literally shaking. We had to find takes where you could not actually see him being frightened. I don't know that I answered that question. We are continuing the experiment. We do not do that specific experiment that you say of lopping off fingers, but Ravi is continually trying to expand his knowledge base. Anytime he finds out there's a zombie, he wants the urine sample. He wants to do the full physical. He wants to know, are all zombies blonde-haired and fair-eyed? And so he continues to go down that path.